And we're back. I am Unstable, joined here by Railcoon for the FXOIS Invitational Series Group F Winners Match. It is going to be Slayer's Crank up against StarTalesParting. PvP here, starting up on Daybreak. Let's jump straight into the game, shall we? Alrighty, we have Slayer's Crank up here at the top right-hand corner as our pink Protoss. And then, of course, down here at the bottom left as our red Protoss. It is going to be StarTalesParting. So, if anyone's wondering, there's been no official thing about Crank leaving Slayers just yet. That's why we're like, we'll better be safe than sorry, because a lot of those players are under contracts. So, until there's more official word, we'll keep it as Slayers Crank. Anyway, PvP on Daybreak. We've seen some pretty damn good PvPs so far in this Invitational Series, Railcoon. The ones I've cast with Lyrian have always been really good, especially the Grubby vs Squirtle series. If anyone missed that, I will not spoil it for you. Go and watch those VODs. You can check those out on the YouTube channel here, of course, later on. But
I have to take your word for it on that one, because right when I had to go and you swapped Lyrian was right in before the first PvP that we had. No, I think there was one PvP in Group A before that. So I'm lying.
Yeah.
But I only saw one, and then there were a whole bunch more that I missed. So I'll take your word for it on it. And we see that Parting is actually going for quick gas here, while Crank is deciding to skip his, put it a few probes later. Not a big thing, because he's going to follow it up with a second gas really quick. That is actually a really fast second gas. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting thing to see. Like, we've seen the trend of really long PvPs in this invitation. There was that one game, one of the games where it was a 4-gate. However, other than that...
I think that's the one that I cast with you.
Yeah. Other than that, it's been really long, decent macro games with some nice control so far. So I really like how that's played out. At the same time, there's been really interesting tech switches that we've seen from these guys as well. So... let's see how these two Protoss players are going to mix it up, because if they have to play any of the other ones in the round of 32, they're going to have a very hard time indeed. So,
Crank's cybernetic score is not that far behind Parting, just a few in-game seconds, and he did get that assimilator up much faster. So I'm curious to see what he's going to be throwing that extra gas into. If he's just going to be throwing out some more gas-heavy units, like does have a sentry coming out first, and that's pretty much going to be the extra gas right there. Going for sentry instead of a stalker first. Definitely going to be playing defensively with that opening. Is he going to try and go for the quick tech? What is he actually using this to leverage? Yeah, there we go. That's a really fast Stargate. Okay, so we see Crank once again, game one, going to try something really greedy, and pretty much just hoping that Parting does not go for super aggressive pressure. And we see Parting went for 1-gate robotics. So the question is this going to be like an immortal push, or is this going to be tech?
yeah. Well, we've been seeing Phoenix play more and more often in PvPs these days. Like, we even saw, like, you see it work out really well, or it backfire completely. Like, in Tia vs San, on the game on Entombed Valley, I think it was, where Tyr invested heavily into Phoenixes, did a lot of economic damage. However, he was out of position when the army came through, and he'd used all his energy on picking up probes, so they were actually pretty much useless during the entire fight. Yeah. We do have two Stalkers out here for Parting playing defensively, but look at this, Railkin. We're going to see a 4-gate with Warp Prism.
Ooh, okay. That was not what I was expecting. I was expecting to see like an Immortal, and then an Observer, and then another Immortal, and go for the push, but I like this one too. The issue is, oh my god, like, if Crank can catch this Warp Prism with the Phoenix, that is going to be ridiculous. And the Phoenix is actually coming down, but it looks like their paths are not going to meet up. They're going to come very close, but the Phoenix is going to miss it, so the Warp Prism will get away scot-free. He's going to see 4 gates and robotics facility. Oh god.
Yeah,
and now he should have an idea. Now he needs to look for the Warp Prism. He's not looking for the Warp Prism.
Well, at the same time, look at this. Parting's coming in from both angles down at the front here with 2 Stalkers and 2 Zealots. He's actually going to make a pylon as well. At the same time, he's going to come in into the main. He's going to drop those Zealots in the mineral line by the looks of it. And here we go with nice force field of by Crank stopping the first bit of these units coming out. But he's not paying attention to his mineral line. He's trying to warp in as a Stalker there, but he's just lost a lot of probes. He just lost 7 7
That was
frames
actually
there.
Parting Stalker warping in there.
Sorry.
The Phoenix does come in, but that is far too late. The damage has been done. The Stalkers at the front from Parting have forced their way through, so now he's got units from both ends coming together. All the units are going down.
Yeah.
There's the GG.
Or
Oh,
something
man.
other than GG, but that's definitely a one-sided game right there. Well done to Parting. He's going to take the first game and take the lead in this winners match. Let's see if he can take down game number 2 and take it home.